Well, gracious greetings, Saints, even family and guests. Welcome to another edition of Living Water for a Thirsty Thursday. We've been talking about Power 5 schools, but in the context of the Power 5 struggles or issues that people in this world have. We've listened to various individuals, heard from some young people, heard from Brother Robinson and others, just to learn a little bit more about the 5 things they believe people struggle with most. Well, today I want to give you our top 5 and see if they line up with the top 5 that you would have. And the reason we've been discussing this is we know the Bible in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1, it says, "Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses," it says, "let us lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us." And just so important for us to have these top 5 things under control. So here we go. The top 5 things that we struggle with, starting with number 5, jealousy. Yeah, I say that's number 5 is jealousy. When we are concerned about what other people have, we are concerned about us having what they have, and when we are concerned with them having it and we don't like them, therefore we don't like them having it. Jealousy, a kissing cousin to envy. So jealousy, envy, number 5, struggle that most of us deal with in some capacity. Jealousy creeps in the workplace, at home, in our communities, in our churches, in our friendships. It just shows up or rears, as we say, its ugly head all over the place. Even God uses the term and says he is a jealous God, put no other God before him. Obviously, he has a righteous jealousy. We have an unrighteous jealousy. That's number 5. Number 4, pride. Man, pride, as we know, cometh before a fall, and a great fall. When we are pumped up, thinking more highly of ourselves, as the Bible says, than we ought to, really looking at our accomplishments, whether it is academic or professional or social or spiritual, and we take the credit and say, man, look what I did. Pride is very different than having confidence. Pride is very different, if you would, even than having arrogance. Pride comes and then arrogance is there, but arrogance is probably at that next level of pride. Pride breeds arrogance. So it's kind of the natural outflow, if you would, from pride. So it's one thing to be self-confident, self-aware, and have a healthy self-image. That's great. But when we really start taking the credit and not giving it to God, or not working within a team, and it's more about the me than the we, pride has reared its ugly head. That's number 4. Number 3, counting on down, is relationships. And when we say relationships, it's not just a relationship. It is, when you look at the Bible, when you look throughout the social constructs of our world, one of the main things that trips people up, especially in leadership, but obviously it can be in followership as well, is relationships. It is, if you're male and it's the female. If you're female, it is the male. I know we're in a different world now, and there's same-sex attraction. And so any of those relationship attractions can get you off of your spiritual walk. It can get you off of your marital walk. It can get you off your parental walk. It can get you off a professional walk. It can get you off your educational walk. Yes, it's just that relationship, if it's not healthy, or as my grandma used to say, if your nose gets open too wide, or you get it too bad, whatever it is, it gets you off the course. And so relationships is the number 3 struggle that we have. Let's roll it on down to number 2. Number 2, you probably are lining up with these already. Probably number 2 has to be money. And so we know the Bible says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. When we really want that money. And again, you don't even have to have money for money to really have an effect and an impact on your life. And of course, you can have money and it has an impact on your life. Think about things, what people have done for money, what people haven't done for money. It is really a powerful tool in this world, and it for sure causes many struggles with believers, non-believers, people. There's no rhyme or reason. Money is a big deal. Well, what is number one? What's our number one thing? You could probably have already picked it up already. The number one struggle issue that I believe we have as people is power/control. And so you can see number one, number two are like kissing cousins. Power, control, money are right up there. But most of us love our autonomy. Most of us love our personal freedoms. Most of us love to do what we want, when we want, how we want. Most of us do not like change, but it goes up to another level when we don't initiate or cause the change to happen, when change is just dropped on us. The lack of power, the lack of control, the lack of influence, or the abundance of power, the abundance of control, or the abundance of influence, wow, it really becomes a struggle for us. We don't like taking orders. There are times we don't like giving orders. I mean, we just want power and we want control. We want people to, in essence, bow down and kiss the ring. So power, control is a big thing, and influence. So that's number one. Well, prayerfully, as we've gone through these, it's kind of opening your light, and you can now take a look and see, man, where am I with these top five? Are one of these a challenge or a struggle for me? Or two of these a challenge or a struggle? Or three? Well, the reason that they are the top five is because more than likely you have some type of issue or challenge with all five. For that reason, over the next few weeks, we're going to walk through these one by one, and we're going to try to find some biblical examples, not so much for ourselves. Yeah, we're going to become theologians, we're going to become psychologists, psychiatrists, and we're going to help others. What do you say to someone that is struggling with one of these or all of these top five struggles? Continue to make God proud in all you say, think, and do.